about the trucking industry? Well, I got into the trucking industry in 2019, man. And from there, got my first trucking job shortly after I got my CDL license, working in the beverage industry, delivering beer. Did that for 4 months. Moved on from there to where I'm at now, Gordon Food Service. And I'm going on 5 years with GFS. And look, man, the trucking industry has been really good to me. I personally think the trucking industry is still a very good industry to be in. I still get asked questions all the time about the trucking industry. Get a lot of questions from people who are curious and interested at the same time about the trucking industry. And they ask me, do I think it's still a good idea to get into trucking? And I said this on a live stream recently. In my opinion, of course, I think it is. I still believe there are some really good trucking job opportunities out there. And at the end of the day, man, trucking is what you make it. Everybody has their own experiences in the trucking industry. You're gonna hear a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about trucking. Then you're gonna have people that say or have positive things to say about trucking. But overall, man, for me personally, I can't complain. I've been able to accomplish, a few things. And, I owe it all to trucking. The relationships that I've managed to build while being in this industry, I probably wouldn't have been able to build the relationships had I not been in trucking. Regardless of, what you decide to do, if you do get in the trucking industry, I say this all the time, man, just make sure you do your research. Talk to people. Ask questions. When you guys get into those interviews with these different companies, ask all the questions that come to mind. You should have a set of questions already in your mind, ready to go to fire off at those recruiters or hiring managers. You should be interviewing the company. Ask about benefits, ask about pay, ask about, PTO. All of those things that you want to know more about. Ask the company rather than asking, other people or people that may not work for those companies. It just makes sense. When you're getting into trucking, it's just, getting the experience under your belt. So it don't matter where you start. It don't matter where you start. You can start in beverage, you can start in food service. My bad about the noise. Had some kids just pass. Had some kids just pass by on their bicycles. But it's not where you start, man. I know a lot of owner-operators are struggling right now. A lot of them have got out of the business. But, I still think there are some opportunity in becoming an owner-operator as well. So, you can still be successful as an owner-operator. You got to have a plan. You have to be business-minded. When you're talking about starting a business, hopefully, you're coming in with a little bit of business acumen. Hopefully you have some discipline. And hopefully, you've been consuming information from the right people, the people who are doing it, and the people who are having success at it. How do you feel about the trucking industry? I still think you could definitely be successful if you're in a trucking job right now and you're not really seeing the success that you want, it may be time to look elsewhere. I don't know. Look and see what's out there. You guys already know I always talk about those endorsements. Get those endorsements. Get all the endorsements to give yourself more options as a truck driver. Make yourself more valuable in this industry. It's only going to benefit you. Another thing, man, let's talk about content creation. I think it's a good idea for truck drivers to create content. A lot of you guys have trucking jobs right now that nobody knows about. Now, some people would say, well, I'm not going to tell anybody about my trucking job because I don't want money coming out of my pocket. If everybody start coming and doing what I'm doing, then that's going to take food off my table. Some people have that type of mindset. And I guess that's okay, right? But I talked about this in a previous video, man. For me personally, I've never been a gatekeeper. I've never withheld information that I think can help somebody else in terms of, you know, a trucking job, right? A W-2 employee, just sharing information about jobs. That's never impacted my pockets. So I look at it like just helping somebody. Thanks to my YouTube channel, I've been able to use my platform to add value to others. You know, I get the comments, I get the emails, I get the confirmation from others that people are actually being impacted in a positive way by the content that I put out. And that's a beautiful thing. And so being able to help people, man, you can't put a price on that. You know, Zig Ziglar got a quote that I love where he says, if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. And that's the mantra I try to live by. I definitely think it's some truth to that. But anyway, guys, you know, that's how I feel about trucking. Let me know your thoughts. How has trucking impacted your life? I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Y'all take care. Peace.